Good evening humans, Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Mattel Creations Masters of the Universe Masterverse Revelation Scare Glow figure. That was a whole lot, but this is an exclusive, was supposed to be a con exclusive if I'm not mistaken. So extra packaging and all this other stuff, and really I love Scare Glow, you love Scare Glow, everyone loves Scare Glow. So let's see how they did with this. Let's do this. So those of you who follow the channel and have seen my reviews before know that I don't usually show off the packaging just because it's something I don't feel I need to do. However, I'm definitely making an exception for con exclusives, and this being, I believe it was an SDCC exclusive, but they went all out on the packaging, so I think it's worth showing. So just showing the mailer box we get with this, some really nice, like, just line work for Scare Glow's face. On the front, we get the Netflix sticker. We turn that around, and we get this really sick artwork of Scare Glow's just whole body with his weapon and all that. It's really cool logos and all that other fun stuff. So let's open this up. And the first thing we're gonna see on top, we have all of our legal information, all that stuff. So stuff we don't need. Then we get instructions. So just instructions on how to work the box. And on the opposite side, we've got battery replacement. So they clearly want you to keep the box for this, which is pretty cool. Again, another reason I kind of wanted to show it off. Let's get this out. And then we have our main box. And that's pretty gorgeous. There's a lot of embossing going on here. It just looks really good. I got, Scare Glow's face in green. It looks like kind of like a book, just really nicely done. Super cool. The binding here again, just embossing everywhere. Beautiful colors, like this nice, like dark purple, which is getting kind of like drowned out by my light. Let me take that off. So I got that. That's just like a little slip cover. And then we have this, which has our kind of book cover. As you can see, you can kind of see Scare Glow through there, kind of peeking through really well, nicely done. We open, and there go the lights. So, if you hold on 1 second, I'm going to shut off the lights and we're gonna see how that looks. And without further ado, here's a great reveal with the lights. And that's absolutely boss. That is so good. I just opened this, so like I didn't see this before. And yeah, that is fantastic. Gotta love it. So now that we've looked at all that exquisite packaging, let's take a look at the aesthetics of the figure itself. And Mattel really hit it out of the park. This is a very different design for Scare Glow, as I'm sure any of you watching this know. As far as I'm aware, they've never actually strayed from the original look of the character until now, which is a bold move, and I absolutely commend them for that, because it's a look that's grown on me. It's still like, I mean, obviously I would prefer a figure in just like straight up glow-in-the-dark plastic, but we do have pretty much every other iteration of Scare Glow for that. So this is just absolutely fantastic for what it is, and there's really a lot of really cool details here. So let's jump right into that. So right off the bat, the sculpt, just excellent. The buck is what you'd expect. It's gonna be the same. I mean, that's been the legacy of the Masters of the Universe line since the very beginning, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna take the weapon out for now, just to make this easier. So sculpt on the face, really nice. That is the one piece of plastic that is glow in the dark. The other glow in the dark is just the bones themselves. So I won't show that off because I just don't have an effective way to show it on camera. But other reviewers have done it, so definitely check out reviews by the likes of Pixel Dan, and I think Toy Shiz also showed off the glow-in-the-dark feature, so definitely check those out. But from there, and paint is super crisp. Not only that, but a detail I absolutely adore on this is the metallic purple they used for the gauntlets and the belt and the boots. Just, it looks so nice. I want a nail polish in this color if I can find it. I used to have one way back in the day and just haven't found that one just that really shines like that, but I digress. Beyond that, sculpt work really on the head and the top of the cape, really nice. And our hands really well sculpted. Cool armor pieces. The skirt piece has slits in the side, so that's not going to hinder any of your articulation. Obviously, we'll get to that in a bit. And yeah, then we get a cape with wire in it, which is, I think, the one thing that's going to be different from the general release. And just for my money, absolutely worth it. I mean, it's a great looking cape. It definitely looks better than what we got with Skelegod. So just fantastic work from Mattel there. And last thing I'm going to point out is the plastic for the body. While it is not glow-in-the-dark plastic, it is translucent. So I'm going to bring in a flashlight here, and hopefully you can see that. Like, you can actually see through the body. So translucent plastic was a really cool idea. I think that lends itself to some potentially really cool photos. So well done on Mattel's behalf. When it comes to accessories, we get some pretty cool stuff here with Scare Glow. So let's jump right in. First of all, we get what I assume is a teaser / spoiler for season 2 or part 2 of Masters of the Universe Revelation, and that is the power sword with the 2 parts, the light and the dark. Those both come out of the handle. So we get the handle, looks not dissimilar to the one that we got with Skelegod and He-Man, with the painted yellow and purple on the other side, and the brown on the handle, and everything else just silver plastic. And then we get the 2 halves. So translucent plastic, we get purple and yellow. And trying to focus in, there we go. So you can see there's some bubbles in the plastic, but that's gonna happen. And those just come right apart. There's a little tab here on the yellow one, which goes right into the slot, obviously, on the purple one. Those click together, and you can just kind of rest that in the sword itself. Really cool. Then we get the weapon that always comes with Scare Glow, his kind of axe, spear, staff weapon thing. Looks really nice. Just a bit of like this dark forest green plastic with a bright neon green on the blade. Really nice touch. Just gives it just that little bit extra oomph. Definitely a fan. Really well done. Oh, and you actually got a little bit more paint here on the little rings. So it's little nice touches, and especially the matte and gloss interplay there is really nice. Then we get some hands, and we have a left kind of beckoning hand / throat grabbing hand, you know, what have you. Really nicely done. Then we get a right fist. Same thing, all the hands are painted with that glow-in-the-dark plastic. They're all the translucent plastic, painted with the glow-in-the-dark paint. You know what I'm talking about. Then we get a left gripping hand, which in the box he is holding the axe kind of spear weapon with. And then we get a gripping / pointing / beckoning, like come hither hand. So really, really cool stuff. Looking at articulation here, like I said, this uses the standard, or what is currently the standard male buck for the Revelation line. So if you have either He-Man or Skeletor, you kind of know what to expect here, but regardless, let's take a look at it. So let's get the weapons out and go from head to toe as we generally do. So for the head, we're on a ball joint. So we get some really, really nice down. Some pretty good up. Like, it's definitely looking up, so you got some of that. Not so much in the tilt department. But still the ball joint, really nice. It's all the joints on mine are super tight, which is really nice. Like not in a bad way. Arms come up. We can get a very strict T pose. We have a bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows. We have a hinge and swivel at the wrists. No vertical joints, only horizontal. We get a ball joint in the diaphragm, so we're getting all around there. And then we get swivel at the waist. Then we get to the hips. Like I said, we get the cut in the skirt piece, so we can come out, can do almost full splits. Really just beautiful bit of range. We do have a thigh cut, so we got some rotation there. We have double jointed legs, so we're coming up about that far. The piece of the top of the boot here is going to hinder it a little bit, so you're only going to be able to get like a little bit past 90. Come back, we do have boot cut, so we got that as well. And then we come down to the bottom of the boots, or the ankles, and so we can come forward pretty generously. We can come down to a full point, and of course we have some rocker, which is seated a little strangely, so it's gonna take some work to get some poses, but I mean, still looks and works really well. Getting into size comparisons, here is Scare Glow with a couple other Masterverse figures, then some other Motu lines, some Hasbro stuff, with some imports, with some monsters, finally with an Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on Scare Glow here is that is yet another very solid entry into the Masterverse line from Mattel. Obviously, the mainline release that's coming out soon will not have the wired cape or probably a number of the accessories, certainly not the exquisite box, and unfortunately this version is sold out. However, again, as I just said, that mainline release is coming in the next wave, which I believe is due out before the end of the year. So in the description below, I will be including a link to where you can get that. So Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Dorkside Toys potentially, and just other places to give you options, because options are good. So I hope you found this review informative, hopefully entertaining, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I've got some goals to reach with subscribers, and I can't do that without your help, and I'm so close to my next one. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.